Hello, welcome to Daily News from Marja'iyat TV. Daily meetings of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Hussein Shirazi hosts a variety of visitors on a daily basis, including scholars, clerics, religious and cultural figures, academics, seminary teachers, and public groups of believers from around the world. It is worth noting that these meetings are held at the Grand Jurist office in Holy Qom in Iran at 11 a.m. every day. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds weekly sessions in Kabul. The Office of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi held another series of its weekly gatherings in Kabul, the Afghan capital. These gatherings hosted clerics, religious scholars, activists, and public groups of Shia believers. Recitation of Holy Quran and eulogies in honor of Holy Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, were some parts of the programs at these gatherings. Sheikh Javed was the speaker of these gatherings. Nigerian security forces crackdown on protesters over Zakzaky detention. Shia Rights Watch published a statement to condemn the brutal crackdown on peaceful protests in Nigeria, calling for the release of Sheikh Zakzaky. Parts of the statement reads as follows. Shia Rights Watch strongly condemns the violent crackdown by Nigerian security forces against Shia protesters who called for the release of Sheikh Zakzaky. Multiple reports have confirmed that the Nigerian police and security forces brutally attacked unarmed protesters for practicing their civil rights and requesting the Nigerian authorities to set free the Shia religious leader. Years after the Nigerian National Court declared Sheikh Zakzaky to be innocent, this Shia religious leader, who suffers from critical medical conditions, is still in custody. Shia Rights Watch condemns this illegal arrest and calls on the international community to intervene and stop the flagrant violation of human rights in Nigeria. It is for years that the Shia community in Nigeria has been suppressed and marginalized based on their religious identity, and this trend should be stopped. Baghdad hosts seminar to introduce activities by House of Love Project. A seminar was held in Baghdad to introduce the activities and purposes of House of Love Project. This seminar, which was held by Misbah al-Hussein Institute, hosted groups of academics, artists, and other famous personages. The House of Love Project is one of the major projects by Misbah al-Hussein Institute to facilitate the marriage of young Iraqi couples, Ahmad Mazi, the spokesman of Misbah al-Hussein Institute, said. He further added, "The rising number of divorces among Iraqis is really alarming, and so we decided to run this project to counter this phenomenon. So far, hundreds of young Iraqi couples have received financial aid and marital counsel at this project." It is worth noting that the House of Love Project was launched by Misbah al-Hussein Institute, which is dependent to the Office of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala. This project provides services to young Iraqi couples, regardless of their faith, ethnicity, and political affiliations. Barakah Foundation requests Iraqi political parties to focus on serving people. The staff members of Barakah Foundation, including Sheikh Miqdad al-Baghdadi, met at their headquarters in Baghdad, the capital of Iraq. During this meeting, the participants discussed the current political situation in Iraq and called on the Iraqi political parties, the parliament, and the government to put aside their disputes and focus on serving people. The members of this foundation also talked about their future humanitarian programs at their branch offices in Holy Karbala, Mahmudiyya, and Baghdad.